I had a coincidence so insane I almost got divorced. My husband Mark and I had been together for 8 years. Good marriage, stable jobs, nice house. But lately he'd been acting strange, coming home late, guarding his phone, making excuses. I tried to ignore it, but when I found a receipt for a fancy restaurant I'd never been to, something snapped. I decided to follow him. I know how that sounds, but I needed to know. The next Tuesday, he said he had to work late again. I waited in my car outside his office and watched him leave at 5:30. He drove across town to a small apartment building. My heart was pounding as I watched him go inside. I sat there for 20 minutes before I got the courage to follow. The building door was propped open with a rock. I went up to the second floor and heard voices coming from apartment 2B, Mark's voice, and a woman's. I stood frozen outside the door. Through the thin walls, I heard him say, "I can't keep doing this. Sarah's gonna find out." That was my name. My legs felt like jelly. Then the woman said something I couldn't make out, and Mark laughed. That laugh destroyed me. I drove home in tears and started packing. By the time Mark got home at 9 p.m., I had 2 suitcases by the door. He walked in all cheerful, asking about dinner. I just pointed at the suitcases. "I know about the apartment," I said. "I know about her." His face went white. "Sarah, what are you talking about? Apartment 2B. I heard you with her. I heard you say my name." He stared at me like I was speaking another language. Then his phone rang. He looked at it and his eyes went wide. "We need to go right now. I'm not going anywhere with you. Sarah, please, just trust me this once." Something in his voice made me pause. Against every instinct, I followed him to the car. He drove straight back to that apartment building. My stomach churned. Was he really taking me to meet his mistress? We climbed to the second floor. He knocked on 2B. The door opened, and there stood my sister Emma. My sister who lived 3 states away. My sister who I hadn't seen in 2 years because of a stupid fight. "Surprise," she said weakly. Behind her, I could see into the apartment. Balloons, streamers, and a banner that read, "Happy 30th birthday, Sarah." My birthday was in 3 days. "We've been planning this for months," Mark said quietly. "Emma's been subletting this place for the week. We were organizing your surprise party. That's why I've been acting so weird." I looked around the room. There were photos of us from over the years, gift bags with my name on them, a cake box on the counter. Emma stepped forward. "We wanted to fix things between us. Mark called me months ago, said life was too short for us to stay mad." I started crying. Not sad tears this time. Mark had spent months secretly working to repair the biggest heartbreak in my life, losing my sister. "The restaurant receipt?" I managed to ask. "Taste testing for the caterer," he said. I wanted everything perfect. I hugged them both, mascara running down my face. We spent the next hour unpacking my suitcases and laughing about how this was definitely not how they'd planned the surprise to go. The actual party 3 days later was beautiful, but the real gift wasn't the party. It was getting my sister back and realizing I'd married someone who loved me enough to fix what I couldn't fix myself. I did follow my husband to a secret apartment where he was meeting with another woman. It just wasn't